Guys, we're at Mercier Orchards. We're gonna do some U-pick today. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, so cool. That's different.
We should do something like that. What's up, me?
Personally, I think we should just buy a bag of apples. Us paying them to pick their apples.
Look behind you.
Dude, it's flies down.
Tractor. We're going on a tractor, bro.
What's up, bruh?
No, boy. What you want to do, bro? Where we at, bro?
Why does mine not want to?
You ever feel like you're being stalked? That's pretty cool. You filming me, bro?
Behind the wheel, that's Eric. We're going to give Eric a big old thumbs up to let him know we are ready to go. So for any of you first timers, I wish you an extra amount of fun today. And for those of you who are returning, I also wish you an amazingly wonderful, great time today. So to the right here, we got the big old green building. And this big old green building is where we produce more apple cider. Does anyone want to take a gander at how much apple cider we produce per year? I'll take that as a no. So we produce about 150,000 of normal gallons of apple cider per year. I say normal apple cider because that's not including hard apple cider. As we pass this corner right here, you'll be able to see some big old crates. Those old crates contain about 20 bushels of apples. We have a group of 6 to 10 workers who hand-pick every single apple and fill about 100 of these crates every single day during the nice apple season. They work hard, they get very busy, and I can't get off their job. So behind us right here, we got the big old green hopper, the cute little red apple, the very front of us. We'll take all those hand-picked apples, we toss them in there, not one by one, because that would just be silly. So what happens is they go through a lot of knives. Those apples that get chopped up into tiny, tiny little pieces. Those tiny, tiny little pieces then go into 2 conveyor belts. Conveyor belts squeeze out as much, if not all, of the juice. That juice then becomes your apple cider. We don't add sugar, we don't add preservatives, we don't add anything. It is all natural. I know I sound like an infomercial, but it's absolutely true. Every once in a while, I get the question, hey Casey, what do you do to the things that I don't want to drink? And I say, what do you mean? And they go, well, I don't want to drink any apple seeds, and I don't want to drink an apple stem, and I most definitely don't want to drink an apple skin. And to that, I always reply, neither would I. I'm sure you guys want to know what happens to that stuff, huh? So anything that you don't want to drink, such as the stuff that I mentioned earlier before, all that stuff goes out through a very third conveyor belt. That third conveyor belt then leads it to usually a white truck. That white truck will then collect all the mushy bad stuff that you don't want to drink, and they will drive it around to local farms. The local farmers can then pick it up for free, of course, and they will turn it into either compost or B, animal feed. Nothing in this year's apple orchard ever goes to waste, so I'm told. Up here to the right, we got the big old red roof pavilion. And this big old red roof pavilion is where we host some of our special events, such as the one we held just a few weeks ago, Hard Cider Festival. A lot of fun that was. A couple people got drunk and jumped in a lake. What an evening. To the left right here, we got some ambrosia trees. These ambrosia trees have been here for about 2 years now. You can see they're being held up with some wooden stakes. We do that because these are semi-dwarf apple trees. Semi-dwarf apple trees are pretty brittle. That's also why we have to hand-pick every apple. We can't use machines, because machinery would just break them. If you look to the right over here, you can also see some, yet again, more ambrosia trees. These are more recently planted, just a couple months ago. You can see they're being held up just a little bit differently. Instead of the normal wooden posts, we're holding them up with metal wire cables, pegs. Yes. So Mercier's Apple Orchard has about 300 acres of land. We have 3 different orchards. 200 of the 300 acres are primarily for apple trees. The other 100 of the 300 are set off aside for other sorts of fruits, such as peaches, nectarines, strawberries, blueberries, and blackberries. Don't mind the noise, that's just the very bottom of the trailer scraping across the floor. This is going to be a very bumpy ride, so I recommend you hold on to something tight. Please keep all arms and legs inside the trailer at all times. I probably should have said that at the very beginning. But better late than never, am I right? Mercier's Apple Orchard does have a preferred method of picking an apple. It's sort of a twist and pull motion. If everyone can practice with me for just one moment, a twist and pull apple. Thank you for all of the participants. If the apple is extremely ripe and very, very good to go, it should fall directly into your hand. Even if it requires just a little bit of a tug, it's still probably a ripe apple. Go ahead and pick it up and put it in your bag. If you for some reason knock off an apple, most likely that apple is very ripe. If it's not and it has a bad spot on it, just leave it on the floor. We leave all the apples on the floor for A, either animals, so they don't eat the ones off the tree, or B, it'll go back into the soil for more nutrients into the trees. Nothing in Mercier's apple orchard ever goes to waste, once again, so I'm told.
Apple picking! Check out the apples. Ooh. Looks so nice out here. Blue steel. We're gonna go look for some apples. Gonna find some around here somewhere. Doo 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 doo. Doo 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 doo. Doo 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 doo. All right, bro.
Yo,
We
go
got
check
half
out my
a peck,
channel.
man. Half a peck. I like the little apples that they have on the bags. Those are cute. That'd be a cool photo. Got the photo. Yeah. There's a lot. Do they taste kind of sour? Don't. What are you doing? Are you just staring people down? Bro. So I'm gonna try one of these. I'm gonna kind of see what they taste like. Small enough one. Okay, so you twist and pull.
No.
Dude.
Look at that.
Looks good.
If I was Snow White, even though it's not red, I'd eat that. Dude, feel how cold it is. Refrigerated.
Really cold. All right,
Dude, look, we got 2 apples.
2 apples.
I'm
I
about
got
to fill
bag
up my
too.
bag.
Oh gosh, no. No. Dude,
Whoa.
there's a sign.
Roswell?
Moots Zoo. 2 rows.
Let's try this.
Or Mut.
What are they
Mut
supposed
Zoo?
to look like?
Like that.
Oh!
Maybe
just
this is
grab
what
one.
this is. Because it looks a lot like these, except these have a little
No, those
bit
are
of
red. No,
orange
look, right here, look.
reddish. Yeah. Okay. Cool. 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 Cool.
Oh! This is so different.
That was
Okay.
different. All right. Those are good.
Yeah.
Mutsu? Mushu? Not Mushu. All right. Those are actually good. So I'm going to pick a few of these ones. I'm going to get one of these ones, dude. Okay. This one looks like a good one right here. So I'm going to get this one. Twist and pull. There we go. See? Ooh. I just so bad. I think I got that on video. Apple, dude. I slipped. Be careful when you're apple picking because there are sometimes rotten apples on the ground and you may just slip. So be careful. Wow. It's gorgeous out here.
I see a video.
Dude, do you hear that?
Is that a plane?
I don't know. Look, you can see the moon. Hey, brother, I need some more apples. Can you help me find some more apples? Like some really red ones up here. Right here. This one looks good. Yay! Ooh, this one is pretty. Okay, dude. Now that is a good apple. Look at those 3. Too bad I'm 5'2" and can't reach it. I will pick this one instead. Look at this little one. So cute. Got lots of apples. Yo, bro. Still snacking on apples over there?
I farted so much because I got so much
Oh,
fiber.
man. Please. Oh, I'm gonna die. Look at all those apples. Tons of apples. Tons of fun. This is always one of my favorite orchards to go to. It's just a lot of fun. Staff is nice. The orchard is nice. The apples are nice. Yep, there he is. Sup? Stepping through the apple trees. All right. Going back. Heading back to the tent to get on another tractor to head back down to the shop. To go back to where I first started today.